SMT Nation, we back. Nation, T-Mobile has added more markets for its T-Mobile fiber home internet service. And we got some details in this article. I'll be sure to link it for you. Cord Cutter News reporting. There's others as well. So do read the whole thing and check it out. It's pretty fresh news here. Some of these reports have been coming out since Friday. I'm getting to it now just because of all the news that's been in the cycle. But I think it's worth discussing today in this video. So I'll be sure to link that article for you. It'll be in the description. And don't forget, if there's I don't know, maybe you want to support the channel, you can like, comment, share the video. That's ways to kind of get engaged with the content. And you could support us directly. You could buy us a coffee. Other things you could do as well. Become patrons, YouTube members, amongst other things. Those links are all in the description. All right, so T-Mobile rolling out fiber home internet to 2 new states. All right, the states they are referencing are Minnesota, don't you know? And then the wonderful state of Florida. All right, now T-Mobile's been kind of dabbling in the fiber home internet realm. They don't own fiber. They don't own fiber companies. They don't own a fiber team. They don't have fiber installers or engineers. They are basically, getting access to these open access network fiber builds, and they're selling their brand on that fiber. And, they call it T-Fiber. Anyways, adding these new markets, I think it's Pinellas County and the St. Cloud metro region. Never heard of St. Cloud, but I think I have heard of Pinellas County. I think. Anyways. The thing about this, as well as kind of like the news we've been getting periodically about T-Fiber, is what it's kind of become. I don't want to call them nothing burgers, but they are tiny, super small baby steps to becoming a home ISP. Again, they're not building and managing the network. They are not Verizon. They are not AT&T. They're not Spectrum. They're not Comcast. They're not Cox. They're not an ILEC. It's nothing like that. Folks, T-Mobile is deploying what is known as a quote-unquote capital light effort into fiber. It's not anything substantial, but it's become abundantly clear. I don't know if T-Mobile is ever going to actually own or build fiber, because these two things can't coexist. You know how sometimes two things can be true? This is one that can't be true. You can't be capital light and own and operate fiber. That doesn't work. That's not a thing. That's like saying something is up and down or something is north and south. It can't. Those things can't be true. The two things can't be true. You can't do fiber capital light, because what it takes to build, what it takes to operate and maintain and repair requires teams, laborers, managers, offices, response teams, emergency policies, protocols, insurance. I'm preaching to the choir. If you guys know business, imagine everything that T-Mobile does on the wireless side. Trying to do something to scale in fiber, a very daunting task. Ask Verizon and AT&T how hard fiber is. Now, it's profitable, right? In the long run, it's this long future investment. Dark fiber gets lit. People use it. You charge them. It's very profitable in that respect. Use it for your own network, blah, blah, blah. The list goes on and on. But now you've got T-Mobile in 5, 6, this would make 7 markets. Manhattan, New York, they've got service there. Pueblo and North Glen in Colorado. I guess they have it in Kenosha, Wisconsin. Shout out to Latrizzi. Bloomington and St. Cloud, Minnesota now, and then Pinellas County, Florida, where they offer a really nice fiber deal, right? 500 meg download, 2 gig per second speeds download. They'll include a router, the pricing between like $60 and $100, I think, and that's the T-Mobile brand. But it's pretty clear. All these rumors and speculations about T-Mobile going in as some fiber business partner, folks, they do not have the free cash flow. They've They're new to free cash flow. And they do have some debt. I'm not sure why people don't acknowledge that or understand. It's expensive to borrow money right now. The rates are super high. Why would they all of a sudden start investing in fiber or going in halfsies with other companies as investments? Maybe this is a conversation to have in 2030. You know, and if in 2030 T-Mobile's still talking about capital light, well, then they just need to go the hell home. You know, take your little ball and go home, because it's not going to happen. Capital light is the theme, guys. Temper your expectations. I predicted this 2 quarters ago. I said each quarter you're going to see a 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 city add-on. And by the way, they're not covering up these cities. They're pockets, right? These are segments of towns where these providers offer fiber. That's the best we can expect. Temper your expectations, pump the brakes. It's nice. I'm happy to see it. T-Mobile getting their brand out there and reselling this, but they're not a fiber provider. They are a fiber leaser, right? And that's basically how we can describe their business. What do you guys think? Good or bad for T-Mobile? What do you think of that capital light investment structure? You know, I think it really limits anything that they could do to scale, but, you know, that's where they are right now as a company. But you guys sound off in the comments section below. You're the voice of the people, the SMT Nation. Let your voice be heard.